I was like coming out of my teenage years and like so lost and even on the verge of suicide and completely in a dark place and giving up and just not knowing how to get out of it. And it was like I just getting to that point, I just landed somewhere that was going to change everything, and I had no idea that it was also everything that I had been looking for. And I had been traveling, searching for somewhere that was going to give me answers, and for this like inner, it was like this inner knowing that there was more to life, and like this suffering that I was experiencing just like couldn't be true, because something in me knew that life is beautiful and being is such a gift. And then stumbling across the IPF and Rohan, it was like, wow, all of that is true and it's here, and now there's someone who's showing me how to find that within myself through living it experientially. And probably one of the biggest places that I've felt that change in my life is the way that I was so restrained by fear and by what people would think of me. So I've loved music my whole life and loved playing it, loved sharing it with people, but always would get stuck in the fear of not being good enough, or just there's so many of them. And I think that was probably the biggest thing I started working on when I was here, is talking about it. And Rohan really helped me like just unpack a lot of the fears I had. And now I gig like on a weekly to monthly basis and can support my family doing something that I love. And there's like not an ounce of fear in me when I'm doing it now. It's just like a full expression from my heart. And it's just beautiful, because in that, like, when all the fear's not there, it's just pure love, and that's just what can flow through. And I see that not only with music, but everything in my life now, like my relationships, and it hasn't been easy at all getting there. Like, you have to face the shadows that are within and the fears and look them right in the eye and be willing to let them go. And that in itself can be really scary too, but then the freedom and the love that you feel after is just priceless. And I wouldn't live in any other way, and I just feel like the deepest gratitude, especially for Rohan and his patience and his like unbending truth is just so valuable in this world that can feel so confusing at times. Something else that I understood with music was like where it can come from, and like the power that creativity has coming from the right place. So when I used to sing music, a lot of it was coming from pain, and I mean that had its purpose in itself, but coming more into my heart and the power we have to sing from our heart and to create from our heart and to share from our heart, and what flow and effect that has. And another aspect that really helped me here was having that there, but then also having the tools to be able to move that into the world. So without having the fear there, I was able to be functional, to be able to like book gigs. And the clearer that I got, the more I could see how I could turn this love of mine into a functioning business. and then it would benefit my family and myself as well as the world, and that just is even now continuing to grow and expand.
You are everything you see, and you are lies on.
Because there's a vulnerability, I don't know, there's vulnerability in however you sing, but when it's really from the heart, it just feels extra close. So a lot of the times I would like get on stage and I'd feel really nervous, and I'd just soften my body, and I'd just breathe and just really feel into the center of my chest and allow that to expand, and really come into that's what's got to be first. Because if I'm doing it for them, I'm out there and it's for all these other reasons. But if I can just come in and I just focus on my heart, then that's what becomes alive, and that's what I give to them. And that's like just the most valuable thing I can give to them, above even the music I'm creating, is the feeling of heart and love.